What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody has had a wonderful, wonderful week. It's the end of the week. The week is over. We did it. We got to the end. There's been a whole week, and now it's the end of the week. You know? Like, the whole week has gone. Just a week away. No, it's, what do you mean just a week away? The week's over. It's not a week away, it's next Friday is a week away, but that's because it's next Friday, not this Friday, you know? Like, that's fine, we're done. It's over. It's over. We don't have to worry about the week anymore. Because it's the weekend. You know, like the guy, like the music guy, like that guy who's the music, and he does the music. And he's the guy who does the music, and he's the one, and like when he's like, hey, it's the weekend. I don't think that's the song he sings. He sings that song about being a virgin in Family Guy. Or is it American Dad? Anyway, how's everyone's weeks been? I hope your weeks have been well and good things have happened during your weeks that are well and good and cool. And awesome. Hey guys, how's it going? Just wondering about this 3 houses update that's happening now. What do you mean 3 houses update that's happening now? What does that mean? What? How much Venom do I put my squash? That's stronger than it normally is. There's a patch. I'm updating like right now. What the fuck? Why are they patching a fucking wrong button. Why are they patching a 6-year-old game? Aren't they done with it? Aren't they done with the 6-year-old game? I get the feeling it's just maybe glitches. Felix, hello, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. Maybe they're updating it for Switch 2 support. Been playing it all day and it's only just happening right now. Oh, I hope you've had fun playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses today. My assumption is that they're maybe giving it some Switch 2 support because it is 3 Hope. No. Fortune's Weave is set in the same universe. So they're like maybe like optimizing it for a bit of Switch 2 stuff. Maybe, you know? Anyway, hop off 3 houses, and I'm pressing buttons and I'm not on the right screen. Hop off 3 houses and onto Dynamax Adventures, because it's Dynamax Adventures. We're doing Dynamax Adventures. Me when I'm in a Dynamax adventuring competition. Doing it 1 moment, bro said 1 moment. That's crazy. That he wants a whole moment. You know? Can't believe that he wants a whole moment. Can you believe that this guy wants a whole moment? I think we should give him... No funny joke here, sorry. But... you've had better moments. 3/4 of a moment max. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've got 3/4 of a moment max. Hop on Pokemon pronto. The best I can do is 1 monument. That's monumental. We could make Rob a monument. We could make na ayaya. Na ayaya. What? Hello SFA, how goes it? Yeah, he goes making his SFA noises. How are you? Why are you threatening Ancient Kite 1? Wild Bloom. Sonic Games, hello, how goes it? I hope you've been well, and I hope you got your stream working. Oh, we got a Maractus, we got, okay, there's a poison type there. Kind of like a Venusaur, so we got to do the Venusaur, but we can go any way first. So I think we go via Maractus, because Maractus is kinda awesome. Drank a Red Bull and a half because I wanted a new Osu top play. Best of luck. SFA, look Discord general. Oh, it's an 7TV mode. Okay, I see. You get to do it Monday or Tuesday again. Oh, I see. Did you get an answer as like why your stream got taken down? Was it that you'd broken TOS? Sorry, I'm being nosy. I love being nosy. Also, hello Jello, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. If leaks are to be believed, which they probably are given what they're being said, there should be more megas in the game than just what's been announced so far, yes. Some big and cool ones. Like, I got spoiled at work. They said because of copyright. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. You gotta be careful what you react to on the stream. Although, it's sometimes bullshit, because sometimes big streamers will be like, hey, I'm gonna react to fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks, and they can just do it. So who wouldn't be happy about Fridays? Love a good Friday. Love a good Friday. Been getting into Fridays lately. World questing at. First world questing at. SFA is doing more 7TV emotes. He's a bit of an 7TV emoter. But, yeah. You were off college today. Oh, hell yeah. I hope you had a good off day. I was not off work. I was at work. But I got good shit done. So, you know, I did actual things today. Where I was good at my job, I think. Maybe? Let's not go that far. Let's not go that far, actually. I'm not going to go so far as to say I'm good at my job. You know? I don't think I'm going to lock in that comment myself. I'll let someone else. Would your boss agree? Maybe. Not sure. My manager would probably agree. I don't know. I don't really know what other people think of me. It's an issue. I always dwell on it. I'm like, what do other people think of me? I don't know. I don't know what people think of me. Was that too overly... Did I say something too overly friendly there? Should I have been... ask? I probably, like, maybe should. That is a good idea. Like, I've been working there, like, almost a month at this point. I think maybe, like, going up to my manager and being like, am I doing alright? I'm not, like, making any babies cry, right? Just to, like, make sure that I'm doing alright. Obviously, I work at the baby crying factory, so they do need to be crying. You know? If the babies aren't crying, I'm not doing my job right. That's the truth of the matter. Gotta make them babies cry. That's the sound I hear all day, every day. That video where the guy was like, I can make any baby laugh, and then he like made that face where he like had like pushed all the blood into his face. You know the one? That one went hard for a time. Like, we had that playing over the baby's cots on repeat. It's kind of like a Monsters Inc. scenario, where babies crying generates energy. However, 100 babies crying for 9 hours straight actually generates less energy than 5 minutes on like a pedal bike. So it's really energy inefficient, because it really takes more energy to keep the lights on, which is why we use candles instead, which gives it a bit of an ambiance, the whole room. I forget Pollen Puff can heal you. You know? I wonder how many Make Babies Cry factories the UK has. It's a new scheme they've got in place. Ours is one of 3 across across Britain. It's like a new scheme that we're running. And it's been unsuccessful so far. Babies do like crying. You're doing very admirable work for the community. Thank you, Felix. Thank you. I'm very glad to have this support from you. It's a shame I can't pull and puff myself. I just pull and puff Rob again. I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to pull and puff Ivysaur. So you better kill Ivysaur this turn, Rob, just as a thanks for the help. Okay? Because I'm getting cooked. And I can't pull and puff myself. I'm probably going to switch to Ivysaur. Felix made me remember that I was subjected to eternal torture. Oh yeah, you were, weren't you? That's what the babies are being... like, that's what the power is being used for, really. One of them is being used to artificially generate images. The other 2 are being used to power the Torment Nexus. However, obviously, the Torment Nexus takes a lot of energy. So, it's like... it's most... I just fucking healed Rob again. Which isn't really going to work here, and it's going to kill me this turn. He's out the Torment Nexus. The Torment Nexus condenses... the Torment Nexus condenses, like, all those years into, like, the span of 10 minutes. At most. Generally, it's done in, like, under 5. It's only if it's like trillions of years that it gets up to 10 minutes, but like generally it's under. And that's like the joy of it, is I just healed Rob again. You better be thankful, man. You're so healthy right now. You don't even understand. You had your memories of it wiped. I see. Will Max Hailstorm be replaced in Generation 8 Max Snowstorm? In a Generation 8 remake? I doubt it, because it's not, like, Max Hailstorm. Still makes sense in this context. It's still, like, a reasonable name for the move. Whether hail exists as a weather condition or not. It doesn't really kind of impact. I'm not going to use it on Rob again. It doesn't really impact the thing. It'd be interesting if they did, but I would be surprised. MFs when hail is a thing in real life too? It is, I've heard. I've never seen it for myself. Sometimes I remember when I was in Australia. Just summon snow instead of hail. I mean, yeah, but to be fair, like, a giant burst of water summons the rain. And a giant ball of fire summons the sun. So, like, there are often non sequiturs for the weather conditions that end up appearing in comparison to the... Maybe I should have let the other guys have that, actually, but oh well, hindsight's 50-50. We should probably go down the Politoed route, just because Politoed's... no wait, we shouldn't go down the Politoed route, I'm realizing, because that guy is really weak to Horn Leech, and if one of these guys takes Horn Leech, then... I don't know if the stream just keep buffering for no reason, or is it just your internet? That's a Seismitoad? I meant Seismitoad. I was thinking Seismitoad. What did I call it? Where the fuck is... my stuff? It says my stream has healthy. Hey, can I... Is stream buffering for anyone else? Okay. I think Game Freak was focusing too much on the detriments and not enough of the benefits when they made Hail. I don't think they were thinking about much when they made Hail, really. I'm gonna be honest. They made it in, what, Gen 2? That was when weather first became a thing. If I'm not mistaken. When did they make Hail? Was Hail a Gen 3 thing? Okay, no, Hail is Gen 3. I know some of them were Gen 2. Hail is Gen 3. I think they were just thinking, what if in cold areas it's hailing as an obstacle to the players? Because VGC wasn't really a thing back then. You know? Like, they weren't really planning for... They weren't really planning for all that. They were just like, yeah, no, it's an obstacle. But these days, because of VGC, everything's got to have some practical use in battle. You know? Everything's got to have some practical actual use. And obviously, because Hail is resisted by one type, Ice type, which isn't that good. They kind of had to do something about that to make it useful and competitive, because everything's about competitive these days, and if it's not good and competitive, it's shit. And if it's too good for competitive, it's shit. And broken and stupid. I really hope that with Champions being here, the main series Pokemon games get to be actually interesting battle-wise, and not have everything feed back into the competitive loop somehow. Because these past 3 gens have really been wearing on me. What the fuck do you mean I can get mints in just the main story of the game? That's stupid. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. As if I ever pretended it's not. I never pretended it's not. I've always maintained the fact that that's stupid as hell. Like, especially when it's Scarlet and Violet, right? Like, you don't need a Pokemon with a beneficial nature to beat the game of Scarlet and Violet. Even if they want some of the easier games in the series. Like, they're the easiest games to, like, over-level in. Right? Anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox on how much I fucking hate the metagame. Those in difficulty are a lot higher IMO, but you're probably over-leveled at that point due to raids. I think the DLC is harder, but, like, I don't think... Okay, wait. I don't think the gyms are that hard. Team Star is like... Okay, that's not great. Team Star is like... kinda hard, like airy and stuff. The Elite Four... Nikita... I think the main difficulty in the main game is the fight with Turo or Sada, but I think it's also worth noticing the fight with Turo or Sada's difficulty partially comes from the fact that they have a whole team of Pokemon you don't know what the fuck are, which is one of the most interesting fights they've ever done in a game because of it. Like, the concept where, like, it's just a fight of all Pokemon from the past or the future, and you have no idea what their typings are or what their strengths are. Like, you got no idea on that shit. Like, you are being blindsided. It's really cool. I fucking love that fight. Most people who got to the DLC definitely got level 100s. Yeah, no, that is true. But, I don't know, I deliberately used non-level 100s, though. And... yeah. I don't think I blacked out once, but I'm pretty sure I accidentally did all but one in the right level order. I think I more or less did. I think I did Aino after Kofu, actually. And then I did Rhyme after Grusha. So I did quite a few in the wrong order. In fact, I'm trying to remember... because I know I got pissed off at Tulip's challenge enough that I, like, went and then came back to it later. Not the battle. Was I thinking of someone else? I don't remember. Shut up. I don't remember. The Titans were jokes. Just to be clear. Stop fucking targeting him. Pokemon has always been kind of easy anyway. Yeah, no. The blunt truth is, like, even the older Pokemon games are kind of, like, easy. It's just you were, like, a child when you played them. So when you think back, you're like, yeah, that was difficult. No, it's just because you didn't understand type advantages properly. Thing hates that Seismitoad. It does. It got a vendetta. The challenge being patience at having your time wasted. That's true. I hate that gym challenge. So, I'm baby? What the hell is Sword Stance? It doesn't even do any damage. Exactly. Okay, that was fucked up of you to do. I have a feeling you're about to hit us with the Dazzling Gleam and knock everyone out. Rob, I need you to kill this guy in this hit. I need you to kill Xerneas in your next attack. Rob, I need you to kill... Rob. Rob. Can we get a Rob in chat? I think we should, in my opinion. Rob. I like the little accent, superb. Theo's is a big fan of the accent just because of. I avoided the attack. Oh my god! We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill the Xerneas. We're gonna eviscerate the Xerneas. On mein Gott. Is it cooked? Or is it going to attack again? Yippee! Okay. More. Retracting the Rob. Because, he did it. He did kill it. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for killing that thing. That's very kind of you to kill the Xerneas. The Xerneas will be shiny, but you won't get it since it's a corpse. Yeah. It's fine. What do you want, Missy? Why are you screaming at me? Is it because you're stupid and a baby? It low-key is because she's stupid and a baby, I'm gonna be honest. What do you want? Maractus, Ivysaur, Seismitoad, and Xerneas. It isn't shiny. It is a corpse, though. You got it? No fucking shot. Wait, really? Hold. You fucking deadass got it? Holy shit, Rob got the shiny? Holy shit, really? Wait. Oh my god, he fucking got it! He got it! Rob got the shiny Xerneas! Holy fuck, dude! There's your third one. That is your third one. Big Rob has 3 shiny Xerneas. The rich get richer. But congratulations, dude. Rob simply solos. He low-key does. I'm wondering now because, like, I pretty quickly ditched doing Necrozma after I got it. And now I feel a bit bad being like, yeah, we're gonna keep doing Xerneas until I get it now. When Rob didn't get Necrozma. So I wonder if I should pivot. But I also don't know if I have a battle raid. It's fine, dude. Keep going. You sure? Okay. Dominic, hello. How goes it? I hope your week has been going well. We get you one. Thank you, Rob. Let's fill up the thing. Just do it like how Rob doesn't win. Okay, gotcha. I'll do it like how Rob doesn't win. What's that 4-3 of the Abyss ass music? This is Breath of the Wild. This is the horse riding thing from Breath of the Wild. That sounds similar, no? If it does, that's another Genshin stole from Breath of the Wild thing, so, if it does, then that is more Genshin has stolen from Breath of the Wild, so. My nice Premier Ball shiny Xerneas, hell yeah. Premier's a nice ball for it. GG, dude. They were not original back in Mondstadt. There's a Klinklang to our right, which is interesting. However, I do wonder if we should go to Klinklang when we have so many Pokemon that currently beat a Klinklang. But also, we should probably go to Klinklang because it'll make the enemies. So let's go Klinklang because there's a Drapion after Klinklang as well. Okay, Rob. What will happen? First, can Rob get a shiny Zone in every ball? Cahir gets his first one. No, shut up. You bought something great today? It's a Hot Wheels 1973 Pontiac Firebird, a Ford model, a Ford Mustang, and a Plymouth King Cuda. Hell yeah! Wait, what am I? I have Heatwave. Let's peek. Will you do ZA stuff outside of shiny hunting after you've beaten it on your own? Depends how much there is to do. Because, like, real-time battles in Pokemon Legends ZA aren't gonna go well for me. I'm gonna be honest. because I'm not good at video games. Competitive video games, I'm not good at them. And like a real-time strategy RPG system, that's gonna go badly for me. Post-game stuff I will try to do. What are you doing, cat, eh? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Wait, did Rob just get fucking sploinked? It should get twice. Done it. In it when it and the shift gear always twice. Grinding ranked for the Gen 6 stars and megas. I'm guessing you're going to have to enter ranked like 3 times and then you're done. You're not going to have to grind it, you're just going to have to do it a little bit, and then it's going to be like, here you go. And that's the boost. It's fine, it's just doing shift gear more, so we're going to be fine. Hopefully, I suck at competitive Pokemon. Same! That's why I got a chip on my shoulder. Missy, what are you doing? Hi. Hello. You're so stupid. What are you doing? Sorry, she's like right here. Just kind of headbutting my hand as she climbs up onto the side of my chair. What are you expecting me to give to you? Because if you keep on doing that, I'm going to give you one thing, and it's a kiss on your little forehead. And you're not going to like it, so I'm going to pick you up to give it to you. God cooked with cats having that flat little forehead. Because, like, it is great for giving a little kiss. It is, like, the best spot. Someone's got to take this guy, right? Someone's got to take this guy. Do you want to take this guy? Because if you don't take this guy, I'm going to take this guy. Okay. It's only great if they like kisses. No, it's great anyway. What is even the ghost type? It's a Gorgeist. I don't know, I'm feeling bad about the Sarina. It's 2 grass types anyway. It's only great if they like kisses and don't scratch your face. That is true. That is true. If they scratch your face, then it's not great. Missy doesn't scratch my face though, because she loves me. I should tell the story about my first cat more. Which is that she really set my expectations for cats quite differently. Because she was just very, like, grumpy in temperament, which was kind of funny. She had, like, the cat resting bitch face. Where she always looked like someone had called her something rather mean. She was very crabby. To the point where she would sit on your lap for like 2 hours. Fine. Purr away if you pet her, you know. Chill. Is great. And then she'd all of a sudden be like, hold on a second. Go and fuck yourself. And then she'd take a massive chunk out of you. She'd like have a massive swipe out of you. And it was kind of funny. But it kind of got me used to the idea that cats are assholes sometimes, you know? That sometimes cats are just kind of assholes sometimes, was like the assumption I made on that. And like, I've never had a cat who would do anything like that. Missy is very much the kind of cat, don't do them. Okay. I could like very much get away with like murder with Missy. Actually, that implies I'm going to kill her, which is kind of mean, so... Missy, like, wouldn't go for me out of aggression. Is the point I'm trying to make. Sometimes, if I'm playing with her, she'll dig her claws in a bit too hard and it'll scratch me a bit. When I pick her up, she doesn't really appreciate it. And in struggling, she'll sometimes end up scratching me a bit. But she doesn't really, like, go for me when I pick her up. Like, I had a cat before who would, like, try and, like, swipe at me if I picked him up. She doesn't do that. She just struggles. It was funny because he would, like, plant his foot, like, on my cheek in trying to get out of the hug. Because he was a little dumbass. He wasn't little, actually. He was a Maine Coon. He was fucking huge. Who are you planning on murdering? Why would I tell you? You appreciate all equally? I still appreciate cats who are grumpy. Oh no. Felix isn't talking about cats. Felix wants to do Score Guys in Legends ZA, but we'll see if it's still a trade Evo. I guess it might be if there's still a lot of, like, online stuff in ZA. But do I take you for a snitch? A little bit. Like, I want to be clear, Jello. I did send you, like, I was the judge who sentenced you to the Torment Nexus for... I can't remember how long it was now, but, like, it was for a while. Like, I feel like you probably should hold a grudge against me. If you don't. You know? Like, I'd hold a grudge against me. It's just how it is. To be honest, I would tell everyone, but you can trust me. I think that's my point made. You know? I think that's it. But, yeah. I'm fucking fuming. Sorry, this is a really good like, it's not a good segue, but I just found that funny. Last Saturday, I did a thing I often do, right? Where I go into town with my buddy. Right? And we're like, well, no, he's like, I'm gonna get some fudge from Mr. Sims, which is like a candy shop. Which is a little candy shop in, like, we have in England. There's like 2 in that town. It's fucking crazy. Oh well. There's like fucking 2 in that town. It's fucking crazy. And so he goes in for fudge, and I often see on the little shelf that they have Love Hearts, my favorite candy ever. I fucking love Love Hearts, and their little message that they have on them, you know. Let's have one right now, actually. Let's have one right now. We're going to see what message it's got on it. And it's going to be a fun little time for everyone as I have a love heart right now. Out of the pack. It says, it's true. This love heart says, it's true. You hear that, everybody? It's true. That was good. That was a good flavored one. Anyway. These little packets are £1 each. There may be, like, what... They're, like, a decent size, right? They're, like, I'd say more or less, like, 2 thumbs lengths. They've just got really long thumbs. But we're going to ignore that. And they got, like, the proper love heart size in them, you know. They're, like, longer than, like, the little packets when you get, like, a bag of them, you know. So they're longer than the little packets. And And then, yeah, they were £1 each, right? And I was like, that's fair. That seems reasonable. I'll buy these for £1 each. So I always bought a couple, and then I'd take them home and then finish them in like a day and a half because I'm a greedy fucker. You know, it's how it is. It's just how it is. The other day, I went into Tesco. It was yesterday, actually, I went into Tesco. I'm wondering if I explained the greatest bit of all time, or if that's not my story to tell. I was involved in the greatest bit of all time, is the point. And, but while we were there, I looked at the shelves, and oh, fucking look, they have love hearts. They're selling love hearts here. That's great. They were 30p each. Mr. Sims? At Mr. Sims? Right? They're selling them at 3 times the price that they are in Tesco. And we're not talking a club card deal. They just fucking raw. That's the price for everyone. Everyone could buy love hearts for 30p at Tesco. But at Mr. Sims, at Mr. fucking Sims, they're over 3 times the price. I've been being ripped off for the last year and thinking £1 each? Okay, sure, why not? No, wrong, not sure, bad, blasphemy. I've been being scammed. I am now declaring myself here on the Cahir live stream a Mr. Sim hater. I will not spend another penny in the 4 walls of that shit-ass establishment. Once I saw them selling a can of A-Drive G Fuel. Let's have another one. It says good vibes on it. This fucking love heart says good vibes on it. Okay, love heart, low-key telling me to calm down. Alright. Prophetic box of love hearts. Then knows exactly what to say. Will I ever find love? Heartthrob. It's calling me a heartthrob! Oh, or is it saying I want to love a heartthrob? I think it's saying I am a heartthrob. I am a heartthrob. That's true. That's true. That's actually correct. Whose story is it, if not yours? Platt. My good friend Platt. And Kite. Kite was also involved in it. There's no real reason for me not to actually tell this story. So I might do it anyway. Yeah, no, I think me not telling it is a bit dumb. There's no real reason. I don't know why I feel I can't tell it. I think this is a mental block I place myself. So, Platt and Kite live together these days, right? Good for them. Not good for Grookdar. Good for them, you know. It's how it is. They're roommates. And they got a tub of ice cream that they sometimes have as of an evening, which is fair. You know, I have a tub of ice cream I sometimes have as of an evening. Who doesn't have a tub of ice cream in their house that they have as of an evening? And Platt has gotten into the habit of telling Kite, want to flake with it? Or want to flake with your ice cream? Obviously, the bit being, they don't have any flakes in their house. So Kite turns to him and is like, you know as well as I do that we've not got a flake. This has become a reoccurring thing where, like, every time they have ice cream, I'll touch Kite, and he'll be like, do you want to flake with that? And Kite will be like, no, we don't have any flakes. So yesterday, Platt regaled me with this tale. And then he said, "So, do you mind if we stop by Tesco on the way home? I'm gonna get a flake." Which is already great, to be honest. To be honest and real, that's fucking, like, hilarious. Like, the concept of it is really funny to me. Because it's obvious where this is going. And it went there exactly. We were playing D&D, and we took a quick toilet break before, like, a big part of the session, right? We took a quick toilet break before the big part of the session, and I got back, I sat down, and Kite was on, and he was like, "So Platt, right?" No, he was like, "I've got ice cream." He was like, "I got ice cream. But Platt, right, every time we have ice cream, he asks me, 'Hey Kite, do you want a flake?' But we don't have any flakes." And then I hear him turn around and, like, yell really loud as Platt walks up behind him with a flake in his ice cream. I didn't really think, when this story was told to me, I didn't really think that I'd be there to witness the punchline of that bit, but I'm so glad I was. It was really fucking funny. Hang on, grabbing a beer, but W, let's go Platt. Genuinely, so fucking funny. Also, like, very Platt humor, in my opinion, but you guys aren't gonna know the intricacies of Mr. Platinum Penguin's humor because you haven't known him for half a decade. So, a Selgor! Yippee! It's funny because that was the time where Platt was actually a regular appearance on the channel, because he was often part of the Minecraft servers I was on, because he was just knowledgeable at Minecraft. So even when it was like a more content-oriented server, Platt would get roped in just because he knew a lot about, like, running a Minecraft server. Like, Platt and Kite were, like, the technical Minecraft knowers. Okay, we genuinely got nothing here that we can use for Xerneas. I hate to say it. Seeking has moves that you can use against Xerneas, but it's obviously not that great otherwise. Anyway. Yeah. I think my favorite thing that's ever happened with my YouTube shorts so far is when I posted the Seeking one, where it said, like, there are two factions of Seeking fans. Some who... the computer picked Gorgeist for you, or you didn't pick Gorgeist, the computer picked it. I hope you enjoy Gorgeist. There were no other good options, just to be clear. There were no other good options. There weren't any. It did not pick the worst option for you. It probably picked the best, in given the options that were there. But, you know how it is. I'm low-key inclined to stick with the Telgor just because it's got acid spray. Anyway. Doesn't look like we got a good set to do. We don't. We don't have a good set to do this. We're going to have a Selgor and Seeking, and those are going to be, like, all we have in terms of, like, super effective attacks. Canlate, but I didn't really get any of that, because what even is a Flake or what? This is a very British idea, isn't it? Sometimes I forget, like, Flakes in ice creams must be very British. Not very British, but like... Felix, you're American. Do you have flakes in your ice creams? Anyway, so the regular Mr. Whippy ice cream cone in England always comes with a flake, which is this bar of chocolate that's like thinly layered chocolate in a cube. How do I put, not in a cube, in like a rectangle, a long rectangle, 3D rec... Fuck! I know what that is, but still pretty uncommon. Okay. You understand the point. Where it's like this really flaky bit of chocolate. The chocolate goes everywhere whenever you fucking eat it, but they're also kind of fun to eat. Basically, they're always in ice creams. Here in England, like, they're a very common thing in ice creams. If you go to an ice cream truck, like, there will be an option to have a flake in their ice cream, right? Always? Okay, not always, but it's like the ice cream accessory. It's up there with sprinkles. You know, it's up there with sprinkles and, like, sauce. Flavored sauce. It is one of the things that you have with an ice cream. It just is. So I'm currently thinking I just spam the fuck out of Mystical Fire so Xerneas has no special attack. Maybe. Depends, because Seeking does have Poison Jab. Which is worth considering. But if you want to go Mystical Fire spam, then you can go Mystical Fire spam. Yo, this is a Seeking. Don't diss my boy! Look at him! Look at that guy's face! And tell me you want him to die! I don't think I've ever really seen it here, just on the internet sometimes. I mean, that's fair. But it's good shit. Sorry, I dropped my little Monster Hunter thingy fidget toy, and I like fiddling with that. It's a good fidget toy. How did it land there? That's fucked up. It certainly is Seeking a better attack stat. Look, Seeking clutched the fuck up in my red-only Nuzlocke when I fumbled Skarmory before Glacier. Like, Seeking absolutely demolished Glacier. Or didn't demolish. Seeking clutched. Hey Twitch, remember to go on YouTube and leave a like on the stream. Thank you, Traveler. Couldn't Seeking technically get an evolution? Seeking should get an evolution. Seeking should get a Mega Evolution. Seeking doesn't need a regular evolution. He needs a regional variant. I would be fine with any of those things, honestly. I'm trying to figure out what other options would be the best. Talonflame is probably a good bet, because if we can get one of the NPCs to take a fire type. However, I might die to this, which would be bad. Also, everybody hydrate. Traveler has redeemed an everybody hydrate. Oh yeah, we got Megas. You two, it's fine, because we got Seeking and War Turtle. And I got fucking Rain Dance, so... This guy's fire attacks are going to do nothing. Watch this. Is hydrating strictly tied to water, or can I drink anything? You can drink anything, as long as it's not, like, poison. Hey Cahir, did you hear? Nintendo filed a patent on breathing. Legally, you're committing a patent infringement and should just suffocate. Yeah, that sounds fair. Okay. Oh, so alcohol is a no-go? Who drinks poison? I think that answers that kind of conundrum there, doesn't it? In essence and spirit. I see what you were doing there. How am I still faster than Talonflame? The fuck's going on? Me? I lived it! Is this guy actually gonna die? No, it avoided it. Oh my god, bruh. When I say that, I just think of like the image of what's the face Squid Game. I think it's an image of her in Squid Game where she's got that look on her face and it says, "Oh my god, bruh." Over it with like, and it's like, it's monochrome. It's a monochrome image. I don't know why it's monochrome, but it is. And it's kind of a bit crispy as well, the image. Bit of a crispy image, all in all. Which is fair. I get that. Oh my god, yeah, no. Felix gets it. Felix gets it. Oh, this guy has Steel Wing as well. That's crazy. Please switch. They switched. Please, Peonia. Yippee! Okay, as long as we don't choose... We have two bad options. We might as well go with Hawlucha. Which is maybe the worst option. Oh well. Hindsight's 50-50, but Heinz Ketchup is 50% off in the new Sainsbury's Summer Sale! I like when you can gently hear the flapping of Pokemon's wings. Yeah, I can't do crap to this thing. Not with that attitude. I believe in you, Rob. Talonflame could almost use Hurricane, and then it couldn't. That's crazy. Yeah, make that guy's ability Insomniac. That's kind of peak against Xerneas, actually. Seeking sprang up. Okay, that's fine. That's alright, Seeking. You can spring up. What's the best ketchup vote? I'm not really that much of a ketchup fan. I've always been more of a HP sauce kind of guy. So I don't really got many ketchup opinions. Death sentence? Well, at least it's not the Torment Nexus. Oh, hold on. Seeking. No, Seeking's still alive. Who did it attack? Who did... Me? I died and I didn't even notice? Why did I even have to go there in the first place? Did I do something? The fact that you've forgotten says it all. Another 1,000 years in the Torment Nexus for you. Back to the Torment Nexus. I can't believe this guy. If I forgot, it couldn't have been too important. 2,000 years in the Torment Nexus. Now watch Xerneas one-shot me before I kill his ability, that's true. Which is why I'm gonna go with the Life Orb! Life Orb Aselgor! Let's go! You're supposed to be my defender, not against me. Felix, what do you have to plead to this? It's fine, Rob. I believe that you'll last 6 turns. Yeah. You please tired. Well, that's great. Fair enough. Go to bed. I'm also tired, but I'm always tired these days, you know. It's kind of become part of who I am. Like, I don't know if I should Dynamax or not. 70 power? I'm not Dynamaxing. The only thing Dynamax would do is make me live longer, and I'm not sure that's worth Dynamaxing right now. If I can get off 4 Acid Sprays, then I'll Dynamax. Before that point, I mean, I guess I only need 3 Acid Sprays, but you know how it is. You too? Oh yeah, we're all tired. Me. Last time I did that. Hey, we made this deer. Unable to fall asleep. We made this deer unable to fall asleep. Okay. That's grand. Yeah. Fuck me. Using sleep deprivation as a weapon should be considered malicious and torture. Okay. That's fair. Why are we using sleep deprivation as a weapon? What do you mean? When did this occur? What? You made the Xerneas unable to... Oh, we made the Xerneas unable to sleep. I see. Yeah, maybe. Man, this Talonflame's luck is off the chain. It's hit every hurricane. Rob Rap? Rob Rhyme. So Cahir is torturing us, yeah. Explicitly. You have to be here. And if you fall asleep, it's 100 years in the Torment Nexus for every time you fall asleep. For every minute you're asleep, actually. Every minute you're asleep during the Cahir stream. Lil Rainer. Man. Seeking Talonflame, Howlucha, Xerneas. You think you've done 95 of these yet, by the way? Probably, I'll be honest and real. You know? Yo, let's go. About a Googleplex years for me and the Torment Nexus. Have fun in the Torment Nexus for a Googleplex years, Rob. That's crazy. Ugh. Torment Nexus. Felix, why do you find 95 so special anyway? Because he loves Lightning McQueen. His favorite movie, like ever, is Cars by Disney Pixar. Wow, this is shit. That's even worse. I'm sorry, Rob. I should have left you, Crustle. Right. Like, your whole deal is falling asleep in streams. It's one of, I think, your main character traits. Okay, neither of those are the types we need. That's a Butterfree. That's a Phalanx. Greedent could be good. Frostmoth. Rotom. There's a Weezing to the left. We need to go left. No, wait. Go right, go right, go right. If we go right, then we can still go left. And then we don't have to have a Feraligatr on the... No. Crocodile on the team. But we have to have a Phalanx instead. Okay, I've made a mistake. I'm sorry. Out of the fryer pan and into the frying. It's because I like 5 and then 9, and Lightning McQueen is 95. So it's 9-5, not 5-9. I thought you made it up just for Felix to go with Cars 2. Say that again. Cars 2. Say that again. Yeah, no, Felix is, I think, maybe one of the biggest fans of the movie Cars. I love Cars authentically, and I have a driver's license. X to doubt. They wouldn't give a 3-year-old a driver's license. Ratatouille? That's not got any cars in it, Rob. That's got rats in it. I saw a rat today by the station. It was in the bins. And I was like, oh, look, a rat. I love seeing rats. In this lovely wide world we live in. They literally gave it to me when I was less than a month old on the day Scarlet and Violet came out. Yeah? That seems irresponsible. Do tigers eat rats? I would not eat rats. Not because of any, like, uppity, oh, rats are disgusting little creatures. No. Because I respect rats. I eat... What are they called? Wait, lies. I turned 3 and 3. I died already, by the way. That's fucked up. What do you mean BHM already killed me? How did that happen? I turned 3 in 4 days, I think. Unk. Okay. That's actually crazy that, like, I lost the life to BHM. To BHM. How the fuck did I die to BHM? Genuinely kind of embarrassing that I died to fucking BHM. Who the fuck thinks about BHM in the current day and age? Need Mega BHM to go with Mega Malamar? Maybe. I feel like Mega BHM wouldn't, like, I think the main thing it would do, we gotta go left, we gotta go through Phalanx, would be, like, what they did with Orbeetle, which... G-Max Orbeetle, you ruined everything. You should go back in time and stop James Turner from making G-Max Orbital. That's right, we're going back in time to make James Turner not make G-Max Orbital. Me and the boys at 3 AM looking for beans. That's Farlinks. Patch note, Doppler is now a single stage Pokemon. I think we can keep Blipbug. Who even is James? James is the lead designer, Pokemon designer, maybe character designer, I'm not sure, for Pokemon Sword and Shield. If I'm not mistaken, he was the lead designer for Sun and Moon as well. And you can kind of see that in those games, and then Sword and Shield. Because both of those games are very, like, focused on making sure each Pokemon has, like, a proper link to the kind of, like, lore and ethos of the place it's based on. And then we get to Paldea, and it's like, these are the ruinous Pokemon! Pretty fucking obvious Chinese inspiration. In, like, the Spain region. And it's like, okay. They're really fucking cool. Bluefish get. Bluefish not get! Bluefish not get! Remind me when I'm like, this is the final one of the stream. I'm gonna get the Bluefish then, I think. You googled, he did a lot. He did a lot. James Turner has done a lot. Thank you, Rob. I must go redeem as well. Thank you, Rob. Everybody say thank you, Rob. Oh, Rob took Farlinks, I guess, to stop any of the NPCs taking Farlinks. Which is crazy, because now one of the NPCs is going to do the switch, and they're going to get an obstacle. It's Cradilly. Cradilly's fine. I think every Pokemon generation should be a bit Chinese. When the next Pokemon generation comes out. But it's Chinese. Sorry, I was eating another Lopart. It's great, and also I expected it to be Chinese. When will Pokemon start patenting continents? Soon. Don't worry, soon. Alright. Crustal's such a guy. Crustal should get a Mega Evolution. I think. Well, like... Crustal should get a Gigantamax form. Where it's got the whole world on its back. Crustal should get a Mega Evolution that is Bug Psychic, where it has a meteorite on its back. Crustle should get a Mega Evolution where it's Bug Steel. And it's got a giant metal crate on its back, and Farlink's just died. And it's wheezing we're fighting. That's not great. That's our second death. Let's see if we win this. When will Pokemon start patenting... Oh wait, no. What will you do if these predictions come true? Make a bet. If I'm right, Shellu won't have to go 1 trillion years in the Torment Nexus. Because I don't want you to be in the Torment Nexus. I had the same thought. I was gonna say, I want to keep Crustle. Yeah, I don't want you to go in the Torment Nexus. So obviously me being right would mean that you wouldn't have to, because I'd rather you not get tormented like that. But if I am wrong, it is 1 trillion years in the Torment Nexus. I like a Crustle Mega, he becomes an Atlas guy. I get it. I think that'd be more of a G-Max. I think a Mega would do something interesting with, like, the... Then again, the Megas, I think, have been very particular this time around, where they've, like... That's kind of long, don't you think? Exactly, yeah, no. And I don't want that for you. I wouldn't want you to have to spend 1 trillion years in the Torment Nexus. Because that'd be fucked up. That'd be really fucked up for you to have to do that. So... If I'm right, you don't have to do that. If I'm correct, then you don't have to spend any time in the Torment Nexus. You might, depending on your primes. But you won't have to spend 1 trillion years in the Torment Nexus. The thrill of gambling, true and real. Everyone loves gambling. It's like in our blood the moment we're born. Like, yeah. It's just how it is. Speaking of gambling, this is a good segue. I really want to play Petite Planet. Petite Planet genuinely seems adorable. I really want to play Petite. Don't attack me! Oh man. That's really fucked up. Like, apparently it's closer to release than Nexus Anima, which I hope means soon, because like that game, I might sign up for the public test beta, because that game seems so fucking cute. It seems so fucking cute. It kind of does low-key just look like Animal Crossing. But I like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is a good game. And an Animal Crossing, like, I don't know, I think I might, I like the look of Petite Planet. I'm just gonna say it like it is. I like the look of Petite Planet. I want to get, I want Petite Planet. I want it now. I want it now. Dude, today was the worst shiny event drop. Oh.
Get it twisted, gamble. Please start gambling. Gambling is an investment and an investment only.
Yeah, true.
You will profit,
yep.
You will win. You will do all of that. You understand.
So, yes, sir! Dude, today was the worst shiny event drop I've ever seen. Weren't there, like, didn't they run out of codes? Didn't they just run out of codes for the Koraidon and Miraidon? How do you run out of codes? Aren't, like, the point of codes that there, like, a lot of them? You had to drive 3 hours away to one GameStop to get 2 codes, and they only held them for me because you pre-ordered 6 copies of ZA. Only to get home and you realize you can only get Miraidon on Scarlet. And I had to get a homie to make an alt and you can only get Miraidon on Scarlet? I left at 6 AM, it's almost 4 PM. I called out of work for this. Because they were giving stacks to scalpers. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I hate scalpers. That's crazy. Like, I don't get it. Because, like, here in England, we go to the counter... Oh, we just lost. Here in England, we go to the counter, and they print off a receipt with the code on it. So there's no limited stock. Because you're given a receipt. They just print off a receipt with the code on. Like, what? Why do they do it like that? It makes... I'm gonna be honest, it makes no sense. I'm glad you managed to get them both in the end, though. Although I will consider the whole... You need the correct version to redeem the Pokemon thing. Wait, am I fucked on getting a shiny Koraidon? I might be. Uh-oh. Whoa. Have we got shinies over here for the net? No. There's been no confirmation for the UK yet. There's been confirmation for, like, Spain and France. England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland? No. So, it's gonna happen. They're not just not going to give it to us. Probably. But, like, it's not been confirmed yet. But it's gonna happen, and it's, like... I need to try and get several codes then. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and get at least a Miraidon code, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about a Koraidon code if you can't redeem them on the opposite version, if you can only redeem them on, like, the version the Pokemon's home to. Because, yeah. Oh well. It's a shame because I've not pressed the button. It's a shame because I will admit that shiny Koraidon does look better than shiny Miraidon. I mean, I've always kind of been on the team that Miraidon looks better in bike form. But Koraidon looks better in battle. What comes to Europe if GameStop closed all their shops in 2020? Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's in Europe. It's just not in the. It's just not in the UK. Again, like Spain and France have got it at the least, so I'm sure other places in Europe are probably following suit at this point. It's just. Well, good for you. You have a buddy ready to delete the game saves to get multiple credits. Really? Really? Aw, thank you, Rob. That is too kind. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Hell yeah, shiny Koraidon. Well, let's not put the cart before the horse, because the event hasn't been announced yet. But again, I think it's gonna happen, right? Like, it'd be kind of dumb if it didn't happen, right? Like, let's be honest and real. Bishop! That's kind of alright. You know? You know? Alright. The other card thing that I need is, not card thing that I need. The other thing that I, need and haven't fucking got is, sorry, I need to lock in. Dragon. What's the ground type? I can't tell what the ground type is. Let's not go via Absol. Okay, we're going via Absol. Yeah. You're back, Circle, so your hand's hurted. Hell yeah, did you get the record? Wait, so are we thinking it has to be on a Scarlet copy for Koraidon? Well, hey, Karissima actively said, I need to get home and realize you can only get Miraidon on Scarlet, so I had to get a homie to make an ult to trade me Miraidon off his Violet version. So it sounds like Karissima made the mistake of saying Scarlet instead of Violet first time round, and you can only get the Pokemon on their native gen. We go Talonflame? That's true and fair. Let's go Talonflame. Sorry, something cool just happened. Is it still open? I need to close that down. The other code I need to get is the new Genshin event that gives you the little pet. Oh fuck. This is going off to a bad start. The new Genshin pet. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's stream because maybe people will be more hyped about Petty Planet with me. Because I'm really hyped for Petty Planet. Petty Planet. I'm excited. I'm excited for Petty Planet. I'm not gonna mince my words. I'm excited. I am excited for Petty Planet. It's just how it is. Oh my god. That's crazy. Well, I'd be more likely to delete the save. Yeah. I'm fine with one more item myself. I'm fine with one of each, really. I don't need multiple. But what was it called? No, it's called nothing, because the words escape my brain. What stuff we got coming out this year? I need something to be excited about too. Well, Legends EA. Yeah, duh, that's like tomorrow. I wish. We got... We're Googling it. Games releasing in 2025. Oh fuck, I just selected the wrong one. It doesn't matter what I selected actually, but I did not mean to select that one. It's Ditto? It's Ditto. Okay, Ditto's fine. These are in alphabetical order, so that's fine. We're at the end of September, so obviously the new Sonic game has already come out. Mario Galaxy comes out on the 2nd. Borderlands 4 comes out on the 3rd. You seem like someone who's... I've got nothing against this guy. I've got literally nothing against this guy. We're cooked. Well, we're not cooked. We got killed off. Battlefield 6 is coming out on the 10th, which I know you're excited for, Jelly. Indeed, Mango. Hello. Jurassic World Evolution 3. Didn't know there was a 2. Persona 3 Reload is late October. Once Upon a Katamari. $16 pulls now. Not Cry is truly stacked. It is, from what I've heard. The Outer Worlds 2, which is the one I always get muddled up with Outer Wilds. I hope no one else has, because that would probably get you a bit more excited than if you hadn't. Then Dragon Quest is at the end of October. In that time, to be clear, is Dark Knight Abyss, is it? I can't remember the name. I think it's Dark Knight Abyss, which is that gacha game that decided it wasn't going to be a gacha game. I really thought of Outer Wilds 2 and thought there's 2 for some reason now. No, it's Outer Worlds, not Outer Wilds. Sorry. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment comes out on November 6th. Inazuma 11... Wait, I just realized it's called Inazuma 11. That's kind of crazy. The fucking football game? There's another one of that. Didn't know that they were still doing those. That's like, that, fucking anime that crossover with the Minions. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is November 14th. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is November 14th as well. Oh, here's a game you're going to be excited for, Jelly. This one you're going to be really excited for. Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive is November 17th. Isn't that exciting for you, Jelly? Aren't you excited for that one? Then Kirby Air Ride is the 20th of November. Metroid Prime 4 is December 4th. Octopath Traveler 0. Odd numbering scheme they got going on there, but like, oh well, it's December 4th. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is December 8th. What? Doesn't make sense, that. Kind of confused at that. It says Professor Layton New World of Steam, but that got delayed. And level 4, I think, are the people who do it. They're using AI a lot at the moment, which gets me a bit worried. Yeah. Last time I read Solo Leveling was when it ended. I kind of got over it. It ended? Solo Leveling's over? Solo Leveling isn't still going? I'm kind of surprised by this revelation. I almost would have expected it to still be going. It ended a couple of years ago. What do you mean? I don't keep up with Solo Leveling. I literally never cared about it. I know, like, it won of, like, Anime of the Year. Instead of Freerun, actually, yeah, I don't like Solo Leveling, because it beat out Freerun for Anime of the Year. Freerun deserves... Freerun... I hate myself. I know Leechy or whoever made it is just farming money at this point. Jurassic World fans are so fucked over. I mean, you're fans of Jurassic World, so I don't know what you're expecting. And Dungeon Meshi 2. They weren't the same anime year. Dungeon Meshi deserved Anime of the Year. And I would have ranked it for Anime of the Year over Freerun. But wasn't it last year? It was last year. But, what was it called? Gonna have to check into this. Okay, still okay. Yeah, Freerun was 2023. Meshi was 2024. Yeah. It was early 2024. I don't know where the Anime of the Year awards are. Don't let Moddy Robbie hear you say that. I think I've already said that to him. It's a take I stand by. Freerun's good, but in my opinion, it leans into kind of anime tropes a bit too much. I don't know. Stark is squealy and annoying, like a lot of the time. And there's a lot of weird comments about characters' boobs and scenes that's just Freerun realizing her boobs are smaller than Fern's. And that's odd. Fern's generally a good character, and I think her burgeoning relationship and like navigation of that with Stark is generally fine. But sometimes her like is a little immature for my taste in terms of jokes. And wears on me a little. And Meshi, I feel like, tends to... Like, oh my god. Why are those even basic anime tropes, anyway? I don't even want to know. Like, I guess they just think they're... Like, the makers, creators just think that they're funny. And these are funny things to put in their stories. But I don't know, I just kind of stand by the fact that they're just a bit... Who started it? John? No. No, I can't say John. What's, like, the Japanese version of John? I think we just lost. We just... Okay, now we've lost. But... I'll do maybe 2 more runs, probably 1 more. Yeah, anyway, they're dumb, and Dungeon Meshi tends to avoid that kind of tasteless humor. And even when Marcel or Shellshock are a bit reluctant to do things, it's never in a kind of like over-the-top annoying way that makes them seem like Marcel, I think, arguably seems like... Marcel, in a way, I think, arguably seems a bit whiny early on, but, like, pretty quickly, she locks in a way that, like, it doesn't get overbearing. Stark being really fucking whiny isn't as bad as Zenitsu. Zenitsu, I will happily admit... I've taken seeking. Zenitsu, I'll happily admit, is, like, so much worse than Stark. But Stark, I think, strays a bit too close sometimes. And, I don't know, I think and, like, this is a personal taste. We'll pick up Scyther for you instead of Stunfisk Rob. Alright. Although there isn't a Scavalier to the right. I'll be fine. Since only having a couple of scenes where he's actually cool kind of hurts. Yeah, and like most of them he's asleep. Like whenever Zenitsu's awake, he's complaining. Him being so good at one move that he could do it in his sleep would be like a funny trope for like the first like big fight he gets into, right? Like, oh, like that first demon he ends up cutting down when he's asleep. Maybe he should do it like, you know what? They could play that where he's asleep first as well. I don't know. How do I put this? He's always asleep. Whenever he locks in, he's asleep, right? And I think for the first bit, that's fine, right? For the first bit, that's fine. The first time's to show that it can happen, and then you're like, what? What just happened? Did he do that in his sleep? And then the second time, we get like the proper backstory of it. We get the backstory of Zenitsu only being able to do one technique, which is kind of like a slate on him, but like he can do it so well, so consistently that he can do it even in his sleep. Cool. In fact, maybe he shouldn't have fallen asleep doing it. Maybe it should have been like oh, he's just really good at this technique, and he did it while actually fucking conscious, but it was kind of hammered home that he can do it so well that he can even do it in his sleep. So then, when Mugen Train comes around, when the Demon Train comes around, oh shit, everyone's been put to sleep. Oh no, what a shame. Oh fucking wait, Zenitsu's fine. Because he's so good at this, he can do it in his sleep, right? That's like a fun payoff to that, right? After that, he doesn't need to go to sleep again. He doesn't. Right? After this, it isn't needed. When he fights What's-Her-Face, Upper 6, right? He fights her alone. Right? Like, I want to be clear. Zenitsu killed Upper Moon 6. Arguably, if you want to be pedantic about it, the weaker half. But oh wait, he also killed Upper Moon 6. Anyway, like, Zenitsu is consistently an incredibly strong Demon Slayer. How peak would it be if he did both, if he did it on both occasions while actually fucking awake? I think Butterfree has some moves we can use. Like, I don't know, I just don't... Like, imagine if there was, like, actual back and forth there. Like... I don't know, because Zenitsu is so close to being a really cool character. And, in a way, his arc getting to the point it does is kind of fire, right? When Zenitsu locks in, you are kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Right? In Infinity Cast, you're like, what the fuck has gotten Zenitsu this serious about anything? Oh, yeah, baby. That's what I went for. That's also so bad. Like, I get it. I kind of get it. But the issue is such a whiny little bitch up until that point, well, like, it's only in hindsight you can appreciate it. and everything of note he fucking does, up until that point, he's asleep while doing it. His whiny, like, Stark, right, is a tolerable whiny bitch. Because Stark, like, a big part of his character is the fact that he's afraid, but that makes him strong. You know, that's like the thing with him. That's the Stark's thing, is he might be afraid, he might be scared to shit, but he's strong. Stark can lock in. Stark fucking whines and bitches about fighting the dragon, and then he actually kills it, right? He's like, Freeman, take the shot, and Freeman's like, dude, you killed it. You're done. Right? That goes hard. That's cool. That's interesting. Like, Stark's kind of annoying doing it, but when that happens, you're like, oh shit, this guy's, like, cooking. He's cooking. Right? When Zenitsu, like, and, like, over time, he starts getting over the fear, right? Although he's afraid of fighting the demon, he doesn't, like, whine about it in the same way he does the dragon. He's clearly afraid, he's clearly on the back foot, but he does it in, like, a mature, balanced, and, like, reasonable way where you're not getting annoyed by it. Kind of. He does a little bit, but, like, overall, Stark locks in enough that it doesn't get annoying. Right? Like when Stark turns around and is like... What's it called? Heatmore. Malamar! Rob, if one of these guys take Malamar, we're cooked. I get the thought. But one of these guys is gonna take this Malamar and just gonna get one shot. I know that guy's my friend. That's, oh no, your friend Malamar! No! Yeah, I'm gonna waterfall. Anyway, back onto my why Stark is a, like, he's not the best way of doing it, because, again, he's really fucking whiny, like, still. He's very often whiny still, right? That is the truth, is there are often points where he's still quite whiny. However, Zenitsu is always whiny. Zenitsu is never not whiny. When he's awake and, like, near a demon, he's complaining about it. Stark, like, knows when to lock in. Like, Stark even has some hard lines about how afraid he is sometimes, where he's like, that demon, I'm still shaking from it. I can't even stand up, you know? Like, he knows when to lock in. Zenitsu doesn't know when to lock in. Which makes Stark a more compelling character. Because Stark also becomes a more compelling character because he can overcome his fears, right? When Stark is put in a situation he's afraid in, he still takes up to the challenge and faces it. He still overcomes that challenge. Zenitsu never overcomes that challenge because he passes out and does it in his sleep. Which isn't cool. It's lame as shit. Like, again, like, if Zenitsu actually overcame and won, even against the Spider Demon. Even against the Spider Demon, right? Like, if he was awake during that fight with the Spider Demon that was going to turn him into a little baby Spider-Man, that would have gone hard. And Zenitsu would have gone up so much in everyone's estimation. Then he could have been asleep for the rest of the fights. But because he was asleep during that fight, right? One of the biggest fights that he was, like, fucking horribly afraid of. Like, I think that really taints everyone's opinion of him because he just wasn't given a chance to actually shine and lock in and do something. And it wasn't until the final arc he ever does anything. And it's like, it's cool during the final arc, but, like, it still struggles to redeem him as a character because he's like that for the rest of the series. To be honest, it's not like Zenitsu has some grand reason for being a demon slayer, it just kind of happened. Which is so fucking funny to me. Like, Tanjiro has, like, an actually interesting backstory. All of the Hashira have actually interesting backstories, right? Shit. like, interesting to some degree. That's how I'll maybe rephrase it. Oh no, interesting backstories. Zenitsu and Inosuke have, like... Oh yeah, I became a demon slayer, lol. Like, every fucking demon, right? Every fucking demon, we go on some grand flashback where we, like, end up feeling bad for them as they die. What was Zenitsu's, right? I can't exactly remember Zenitsu's. But, like, he was in massive fucking trouble for some reason. I think because he flirted with the wrong girl or some bullshit and almost got disowned by his family. Inosuke found a demon slayer going towards final selection, stole his swords and went there in his place. Zenitsu was in debt. That's it. Zenitsu was in debt and now he's a demon slayer. So he's like... He's pissed scared because he's genuinely got no fucking reason to be there. Which maybe is fair. It's like, he's in debt. I don't know, to be fair, that could be an interesting motivation, but they don't explore it, and maybe that's the issue. Also, like, it's funny that Zenitsu exists in the story like Demon Slayer, because I think Demon Slayer really does shine in its character writing. Like, people always say that Demon Slayer's got a very basic plot, right? And it does. But Demon Slayer's characters and how invested you get in them, I think, is where it stands, right? Like, think about, like, Rengoku. But then think about, like, any of the demons. Think about Rengoku, and then think about Akaza. Right? Like, time and again, does Demon Slayer do such an interesting and good job at making you care about these characters to the point you're fucking sobbing for them and feeling bad for, like, the demons who have been tearing through everyone's favorite characters for the past, like, 2 hours. You know? Where you're like, oh, I get it. These are tragic stories. These are tragic stories of people hard on their luck. Evil isn't implicit in anyone's heart. It's drilled into them by circumstance. These people had their falls from graces, but they didn't deserve them. They suffered immensely, and that's why they're where they are now. And that's a really cool and interesting message for the story. And time and again, right, people complain about the flashbacks in Demon Slayer, and I think that's why people don't like Demon Slayer. It's because they don't really understand the point the story's trying to make. They don't really care to listen to the point the story's trying to make. And that's why people love Demon Slayer, because it's very character-driven, and has a lot of heart to it. It's low-key interesting, because over time, Tanjiro seems to have developed less sympathy for the demons. And you could argue that's because he's getting towards, like, demons who've killed more and more people. Please don't. He's getting towards demons who've killed more and more people. But, like... I'm interested to see if this is going to come to a head somehow by the end, is the point I'm trying to make. Where... he may be... Like, we kind of had Muzan's backstory. I feel like the author just forgot. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I've not finished the series, obviously. But, like... it almost feels like an interesting, like, fall of his morals as he fights more and more of the demons and starts sympathizing with them less and less. And in a way, I hope it gets paid off. If not with Muzan, which kind of would make sense if it didn't. We also have Muzan's backstory already. But I wonder if there's more to Muzan that's going to make him more compelling. I think it'd be odd that we... Did we just lose? No. I think it'd be odd if we, like, had the Muzan fight and Muzan gets killed and we don't have any kind of flashback when Muzan dies. Right? Like, that would be odd to me. And, like, I guess, like, trends are made to be broken, right? But, like, every fucking demon more or less goes through the same, like, arc of we fight the demon, and when we, like, the demon, like, seems defeated, and then it, like, has this big power-up moment. I mean, not always, but, like, a lot of the time. What more do you want from his backstory? That is a fair point. There is the question. Oh no, we're cooked. I guess the question is like, how much more could you get out of Muzan's backstory? One more death might lose. The issue is we just lost. The issue is like we have not been getting good Pokemon. I'm gonna do one more round, I think. Because what we know about Muzan is he was like really ill, and then nothing really. We see how it happened and why, and that's good enough. I mean, sure, but I feel like there's more interesting emotions that could be linked to like that and Muzan, who he is, and stuff. Like, guy who is incredibly sick and becomes bitter about, and like becomes like bitter about his sickness to the point where he kills his own doctor. Like, and you could argue it's him becoming a demon that spurs him into that. Okay, don't speak about this finale. I'm gonna stop speaking about this with you because you're low-key stepping in spoilers here, buddy. And like speaking like very like for finally in final terms, which says, okay, none of this stuff does happen. There's no shoe on the other foot. That's just it. Which I don't really want to know. Luffy dies at the end of Demon Slayer. No! No, Luffy! You joining, Rob? Rob? You're trying? Oh. Odd. I'll leave it till the end and then I'll quit out. But it'd be odd if there was like nothing, because it feels like every demon, the point is that we feel sympathetic for them. We're gonna go to sleep? Fair enough, Traveler. I hope you have a great night's sleep. Wait, sorry, I don't know what I'm spoiling since I haven't seen the movie yet. It's up to the end of the Arceus fight. The last thing that happens in it is the Arceus fight. So we know Arceus' backstory. We've seen bits of Doma's, but I wonder if there's going to be more. Doma's interesting because he seems to remember his past life. I'm quitting out. I'm making sure I'm still connected to the internet. I am. I'm going to go back in. Like, Doma's interesting because it seems all the other demons have that, like... Oh, you're in for a treat with Doma's backstory? Okay, there is more. Because he said, like... We've seen the whole thing where he's like, oh, well, I was basically praised as a god. But I don't really care about these people. And that's interesting, but I hope there's more there. Because we only see, like, the beginning part of that, where he's, like, just a little kid, and he's like, I don't really care about you guys, so I'm just going to tell you what you want to hear, because I like your attention. That's interesting. It's an interesting start, and I'm interested if there's more. Sounds like there might be. But then that kind of makes my point even more firm. It's like every fucking demon in the series has this grand, tragic backstory that makes you feel bad for them. And in a way, it would be odd if Muzan's just... Oh, he's evil. He's always been evil. He's always been like a bit evil, even when he was chronically ill. And it's like, okay, he was chronically ill. That's not a nice life to live. Literally, Goko and Hantengu. That is a good point. That was why I was starting to think that Tanjiro feeling less for the demons was a deliberate plot point as well. Was because they didn't really do much about Gyoko and Hantengu. Well, like, Huntangu's basically like, this guy's just kind of immoral, lol. And that was it for his backstory, right? So that's why I was starting to think that we were going somewhere with it. And that there was going to be some, like, big turnaround of Tanjiro, like, remembering why he sympathized, like, remembering his sympathy, remembering his pure heart. Both their backstories are only in some random info and books. Huntangu's up at 5, right? We got Doug Trio. Oh wait, if we go via Veil Plume, there's another steel type after that. Oh my god, I almost clicked on Munchlax. Fucking hell. That's crazy. I genuinely clicked on Munchlax then, I almost fucked us over. I thought I was on the left side. The cloning guy, yeah. No, like, Huntangu's in the anime. Is he not in the manga? Because we get backstory glimpses where it's like, this guy keeps stealing. We're going to kill him. And that's about it from him, really. Oh, I didn't mean that. Oh, isn't there more? Hello people, hi, hello Finn, how goes it? I hope you've been well. I hope you've had a good day. And I hope you've had a good week and are ready for the weekend. It was a day, that's fair. My day was good. I did things. I was good at my job today. I did actually being good at job things. Sorry, I'm prouder of myself than I should be for that, because, like, me on my way to get happy about doing the bare minimum. I saw you were fighting a carrot-looking thing earlier. Probably. I like to imagine when you say that, you don't mean in Pokemon. You mean my fight with the carrot earlier, where, like, that giant carrot just attacked me in the middle of my workday and I had to kick the shit out of it. You know how it is when a giant carrot attacks you in the middle of the workday and you have to kick the shit out of it. I don't really understand any of it anyway, but Demon Slayer could have been so much more fleshed out. That is true, I think. I'd see you say something like that. Then yeah, we were fighting Rob's friend. We were fighting our friend Malamar. He should be your friend Malamar as well. Yeah, Demon Slayer could have been more fleshed out, but I think you could argue that about a lot of things. Like, I will always stand by the fact that Chainsaw Man Part 1 could have had, like, more downtime. And I think it's a good thing about Part 2. Is it's got a bit more downtime? And that it feels like the characters... The issue is it's like a double-edged sword. Chainsaw Man Part 2 has more downtime. However, there are a lot more characters. So, like, Nayuta, for example, I wish we got more of her. But, like, it means we've got a lot of Asa. We've got a lot of Denji as well. Like, I feel like Denji has gotten a lot of really good characterization in this part. Where, like... Yeah. Like, he got a lot of good characterization in part 1 as well, but, like... This part also. But, like... While I think characters like Yoshida and Nayuta have good characterization... Kind of where they do a mission, then they do another, and then suddenly big showdown. As in, that's Chainsaw Man Part 1. Demon Slayer. Kind of works for CSM2. I'm so confused. Demon Slayer, they're mostly fighting moves. What do you mean, kind of where they do mission, then they do another, then suddenly big showdown? Oh. I don't know, I think Chainsaw Man Part 1 worked until shit went down, but Demon Slayer just kind of had so much to offer, then just kind of ended. Oh, I see, okay. I still don't get what you mean by the second part, though. Like, Demon Slayer was they just went to do something real quick. Did that again, and then suddenly it's Infinity Castle. That is true. Infinity Castle is seemingly quite a long arc, though. I will give it that. But I don't know, Chainsaw Man Part 1 feels like... Chainsaw Man Part 1 is what I call a well-oiled narrative. Where everything and anything in that part is kind of all in a trajectory towards its endpoint. There's very little irrelevance in it. Where, like, everything kind of spirals towards that singular endpoint that could only ever end that way. Horizon, hello, how goes it? I hope the week has gone well. I'm talking about anime. Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man. Have a like at the moment. Like, I think, so, fluff in narratives is fine. Right? And I'll never slight some fluff in narratives. But like, Chainsaw Man Part 1 is, like, I think very well oiled. Luke's been rough, you're sick, you're on the mend, hell yeah. I hope you get better soon, but it sounds like you're already on the way. No, I'm glad you're starting to feel better, those are the words I'm looking for. What's your favourite butterfly Pokemon? Fuck, what do you know my options there? I don't think about butterfly Pokemon that often. No, I'm looking at butterfly Pokemon. You're just gonna give me fucking... There we go. This was made 10 years ago, there are probably more. Volcarona's on this list. Beautifly is quite cool. But, Part 2 somehow feels like such rapid fire of things, and now some kind of finale, I'd assume it... Unless some kind of finale, I'd assume because it seemed like that. Part 2 is interesting, and, like, I don't know, it feels like it meandered, but it also feels like, in hindsight, it went really quick. I'm interested to see how Part 2 shapes up on, like, a reread or a rewatch from the anime, you know? Like, because, like, a lot of insane shit happened this part. And I do I do agree that it starts to feel like we're getting to the finale here. But I'm, like, interested to see how it looks in hindsight. And how all these puzzle pieces fit together in, like, a more consistent read. How are you doing? I am tired. I should have done the me. I just kind of went... Look. But yeah, no, like, I'm very interested to see how it's going to go on a reread. I think I will try to reread it after. I think I could definitely work on a reread, since reading it bit by bit over the months has been a bit confusing. Definitely, and I think that's because it's easier to forget shit. But there's been a lot of very cool, smaller elements that are very much built up into a bigger thing overall. I just hope that there's elements that do genuinely come back. I don't know. There's some parts of this story that, like, I'm... I don't know. There's a certain... Fuck it. Major character death. There's a certain major character death that I still don't believe. And I really want to see... And I don't know. I feel like maybe by this point, it is just a thing. It did just happen. And when that happened, it fundamentally had such a big impact on the story, on what happened, that it worked. There's another one that's happened more recently that I'm like a bit more... I believe it. I believe that just happened. But like, that one, I guess I'm still just... No, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Jilly. Because it's like... Did that just happen? Did that actually just happen? Is that actually a thing that just occurred? Or like, are we being like... Because there is a character who can literally like... Like, yeah, no... That would happen. That would happen. There is another issue on our plate sooner rather than later. And... I almost feel like if that's around, then that would make a bigger splash, right? That would be a bigger deal, surely. Which makes me think that the character hasn't died because of that. But they're so intrinsically linked with part 1 and everything that happened, it almost makes me surprised with the fact that, like, that's it. That I don't believe it. But, I don't know. Again, it very much had, like, the impact it was meant to, and anyway. I'm pussyfooting around it because I don't want to spoil Finn, so I'm going to take a step back before I do spoil Finn, because I don't want to spoil Finn. I checked the wiki for this. I mean, yeah, don't trust the wiki, because the wiki's operating on the same knowledge that we are operating on, which is fundamentally that they are dead. Because that's as far as we're aware. We can't know more or less up until this point. We can only know what the story's told us, and the story has told us they're dead. It's given us potential hints to suggest that maybe not. But... yeah. Oh, it's Xerneas. Anyway. Actually, Finn. I don't know if Finn's still there. I've said those words. If Finn pops up again, I will explain to her the exact thoughts I was having. You were sentient. You're sentient. Okay, hello. I was comparing Stark with a character from Demon Slayer, because while Stark's whinginess does annoy me a little bit, there's a character in Demon Slayer who I think does the whole Stark thing a lot worse. Because he kind of... I feel like Stark is interesting because while he whinges and whines, he kind of like stands up and faces up to his fears eventually, whereas this other character kind of doesn't end up doing that to the same degree. And it kind of ends up with them grating on the audience a bit more because of it. I like how Stark... Like, I don't know. Again, like, the more, like, anime tropes is very much my bigger issue with Freerun. And I would rank it a lot higher. Like, in my own personal rankings and tier lists if it lacked them. But... even so, I feel like it makes Stark a tolerable character, because even when it makes him do all that whinging and stuff, he always kind of, like, stands up and overcomes the issue. This other character doesn't so much. I'll explain it to you more if you ever watch Demon Slayer. Because I kind of think you should. So I think Demon Slayer has other redeeming traits. Also, to be fair, like, as fun as Demon Slayer is, we're comparing it to Freerun, which I will happily admit is a better story overall. I missed some of what I was saying, because you were filtering noodles. I'm so sorry. That's fine. I was just yammering about Stark. I'm comparing him to a Demon Slayer character. I guess most of those coward characters could be fixed by just giving them some moments of bravery at all. Exactly. Like, I don't know. I think less over-the-top whinging could very much help as well. Because, like, often they get on their hands and their knees and their eyes turn wide. They're like, oh no, please don't. Like a fucking old dog. Like a French bulldog. Like a French bulldog, and kind of go like, you know how French, that's how, like, cowardly anime characters act. And it's like, oh my god, can it? I think Marseille, like, I don't know, I'm not sure how much I'd rank Marseille on the same line as Stark and Zenitsu. But, oh man, we had the Vile Plume Kling Clang duo again. So I was hoping that would get me the shiny, but oh well. Those anime titans pull up on me, I'm also doing that. But yeah, no, I think, like, the other thing is, like, the fundamental truth is, right? The Xerneas is jolly. Oh, happy Xerneas. Marseille kind of chill and she has her moments, yeah. Marseille, like, tweaks out because she's being made to eat, like, monsters. And that's kind of fair. I think I would maybe react that... I mean, you could say that about any of them, but, like, you know... Like, the thing is Marseille, like, crashes out in comparison to, like, you know... It's one of the main themes of the story, right? Is eating, like, monsters. But, like, when she's, like, doing fights and stuff, she gets cool and awesome. It's only when they make her eat a slime, which, you know, kind of fair. Kind of fair that she reacts like that when it's time to eat a slime. Like... Other than that, she's, like, fine letting off a giant fucking fireball and, like, eviscerating something. She locks in. She's cool. She's level-headed and smart. It's just when you turn around to her and go, like, hey, do you want to eat this disgusting thing? She's like, no, I don't. And it's like, you know what, girl? I get that. That's fair. It's like, Marseille, I get it. You don't want to eat this, but we gotta save your girlfriend. Lock in. And she does. She does lock in. She does eat it, as Jellu said. We're going back to here as I continue yammering. Yeah, she does do that, as Jellu said. Like... I think I low-key just said a part out loud that I wasn't going to because Finn was watching. But oh well. Like, yeah, but like, and then Stark is kind of similar, except, I don't know. Stark also doesn't, like, Marseille just does it with, like, disgusting things, more or less, and it's like, okay, that's fair. I feel like Stark tweaks out and gets like, over a lot more. I'm trying to remember examples now, but I'm pretty certain it is. Would you fight a dragon though? Hell no. Not at all. Don't tell old Cahir I said that. But yeah. I'm tired as fuck and I need to shower, so I'm gonna sign off now, but thank you all for coming. I hope you've all had a great time. I certainly have. I'll be back again tomorrow for more Genshin Impact. Would highly recommend you stopping by for that, because I'll be doing viewer help as per usual. I need to condense my resin still, oh fuck. But yeah, thank you for coming. I hope you all have had a great time. And I will see you all later. Goodbye, and good night. Hope you had a pleasant, memorable September. You don't know the half of it, Felix. You do. I've implied. I started a job this month. It was very much memorable. My entire life changed because I now actually have work. Goodbye and good night.